Rightio! By the way, sorry if a yappy dog gets picked up in the background. There's one across the street who won't shut the hell up. It's no mistake, the president, blah blah blah. Let's not bother pressing the things that are obviously not meant to be pressed. Cameron just happened to be a witness. Alright, this is what I want to press. In case there's... Oh, hey, my bar's completely full. Because in that refill animation, it didn't go all the way up, and now my bar is completely full again, so... Oh, right, there was a save point, and I think it resets after that anyways. So let's press this. Just in case there's more to this blood thing that I need to press on, or present to. Let me unpin there, you say? That's an interesting theory. How to explain it in more detail? It's simple. Cameron was killed because he saw the kidnapping. The kidnapping itself was a success. If he hadn't been there, no blood would have been spilled. Alright, they're clearly driving this home. No blood would have been spilled.
You make it sound like it was his own fault for being there.
Okay, that's not it. What Agent Lang's trying to say is... Simply, besides Mr. Cameron, there was no other casualties at the crime scene.
Oh, was that all? Of course, that's obvious. The president was kidnapped, but... once the ransom money was paid, he was returned safe and sound.
That sounds like an obvious point, however, something about it bothers me. I may need to reevaluate the evidence once more.
You done explaining things to your assistant. I still have one last thing to confirm.
Afterward, the body was moved. Yeah. We need to look at this. Wait, yeah, this one. Objection! That's exactly what I thought it would be. Huzzah! Oh, and the game and I worked together. If the eyewitness Cameron had not been there, no murder would have taken place. Is that really the case? Well, no one else was murdered. Someone got injured.
The criminal's goal was only to kidnap the president. If there were no witnesses, there would have been no need to commit murder, right?
And what if Cameron wasn't the only one who was murdered? There was a large blood stain near the flower beds. However, Cameron was murdered near the snowman. Ergo, the blood stain could not have belonged to Cameron. Someone else's blood was spilled, and it was quite a vast amount at that.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Do you have any idea what you're saying?
I do. It's hard to believe, however. That is what the evidence indicates. On that night, 12 years ago, there were 2 murders.
Are you saying the other murder was covered up? Who? Just who the heck could have been killed?
Are you going to imply that they killed the real Huang long ago, and that this new Hong has been a double the whole time? That would explain why he suddenly didn't care about the Langs. A murder that was cleverly concealed, all traces of it were erased, and the incident itself was completely deleted from the case files. However, there's one thing. One piece of evidence that still remains intact after 12 years. The recording. This piece of evidence shows something happened that night. Is it the... No. Can record and play back audio. Well, maybe that. I would have thought it was... What is this? Oh! Well, yes, it is the Child Drunk Present. And the other murder, I would have thought it was like the horn with the other recording in it, but that's not actually in our evidence, it seems. And then I just kind of remembered, oh yeah, we have this drawing. The other murder incident was buried in the dark by Blaze to best. However, there's still one piece of evidence that remains. Agent Lang, it survived by your father's hands.
My old man, you say?
Please recall. There was one more thing that was hidden along with traces of the murder. That is the existence of the boy who caused the fire. Why did Blaze make the boy disappear?
Blaze killed a kid. That's grim. Fuck you, Blaze.
It's because he saw something he wasn't supposed to see.
What was the thing he saw he wasn't supposed to see? God damn it, Kay.
Everything is drawn in this picture.
The drawing my old man had.
Oh, he was coming to visit his son with a stuffed doll as a toy and flowers for the mom. He was a good father. He wanted to be a good father, but circumstances were complicated. The person drawn on the right is most likely the president. Gee, what gave that away? The Mozilla doll is also drawn near him. And the person standing opposite him is... Ciaran Dogan.
Take that!
A man with a knife and a large black dog. He is none other than... Ciaran Dogan.
What? The assassin?
Why would an assassin appear before a president? The answer is clear. Indeed, what occurred that night on the orphanage grounds 12 years ago was not a kidnapping. It was a presidential assassination.
Then Miss Rowland and Mr. Blaze were...
Blaze, you might want to not light your beard on fire every time. Like, come on, dude. Yes, the two of them were likely partners in crime. One furnished the orphanage to use as the scene of the incident, and the other covered up the young boy's testimony. It's likely that Mr. Cameron was murdered because he witnessed the assassination itself. After all, the kidnapping never actually happened. Stop messing around. You're saying the president was assassinated 12 years ago? We just found his body today. He's been alive up until now.
That's right. I mean, we met him ourselves.
If the president was assassinated 12 years ago and the president's body was found today, that would imply there were two presidents.
Yeah, and that can't be right.
Are you sure about that? There is a possibility there were two presidents. That's right. Up until now, I've been getting a strange feeling. Holy shit. This really is what happened. They replaced him with a body double. Up until now, I've been getting a strange feeling from the president. Even so, I still respect the man. Zhengfa is a small country, but he carries the nation with his strength. The image of President Huang that Agent Lang described... yes. He revealed his true form. I assumed that was a double on the plane. Differs far too greatly from the President Huang we knew. It's as if they were two entirely different people. If there were in fact two Zhengfa presidents, exactly how would a scenario be possible? What would make the existence of two president body doubles? Twin brother, one of them was body double. The victim looked like the president. No, his body double did. If we were to assume that one of them has a body double, wouldn't it be possible then? A body double. God damn it, Snake. Stop just repeating the last thing I say was a question. It's weird that that works for him, since he has done that multiple times now. The President Huang possessed immense power and authority in Zhengfa. I am sure there were those who envisioned the power and made attempts on his life. Yes, just as he was attacked a few days ago at Gourd Lake. It's true, there were those who sought Huang's life from time to time. Isn't this the plot of the Hitman movie with Timothy Olyphant? Which, if we're talking video game movies that don't completely suck, that is absolutely one of them. It's nothing special, don't get me wrong. It's like an okay action flick. But there's a shitload of detail that is actually kind of awesome if you're a fan of the Hitman series. Like, there's a rubber duck, he uses the coin, he disguises. There's a lot of shit. And some of the fight scenes are actually really rad, too. The train scene in particular, where he's fighting the other assassins, is beautiful. Alright? The actual plot of the film is a little out there and silly. It's not a great film. It's like an average film. There's nothing particularly bad about it. There's nothing great about it. But in terms of video game adaptations to film, it's one of the better ones. If not the best. Not counting like the animated Japan Street Fighter movies that are clearly fantastic. But like, in terms of Hollywood-made films based on video games, if you want one that isn't terrible, I say go for Timothy Olyphant's Hitman. The new one's complete crap. Don't look at that one. That one's garbage. I don't even know who played him. It was just awful. Everything about that one was awful. But yeah, the original Hitman film, not terrible. If you're a fan of Hitman, check it out. It's pretty fun. It's fun to watch with friends and kind of laugh about it. It's not going to be a great film, but it's not bad. It's not like it ruins any continuity in Hitman either, anyway. If you accept it's its own kind of side story. Like, obviously, the ending can't be canon for the Hitman franchise, because he runs away with a woman in the end. But, you know, that's just Hollywood, whatever. The film itself, not terrible. I recommend it, if you want some cheesy B-action film to enjoy. And again, fight scenes are pretty damn good. And there's a lot of... I'm reiterating my points, but you get it. If you like Hitman, you're probably gonna think the movie's alright. It's not a terrible film. By any stretch of the imagination. But again, not the new one that came out, like, I think that was, actually, I say new one, it's a couple years old at this point. The one with Timothy Oliphant, specifically that one. That's good enough to find if you're looking for it. It's true there were those who sought Hong's life from time to time, but I can't easily believe there were 2 presidents. At least not without any evidence. Do I have any evidence that proves there were 2 presidents, other than the fact that I saw the... Yeah, right, whatever. Evidence that there were 2 presidents. I can't... No, there's no way that has anything to do with 2 presidents. Lada's testimony. President never passed. Well... John's practice video. Security camera. Report on Knightley. This might be it. All but certain there's a connection between Knightley and Dogen. Dogen's chess partner, whose identity remained unknown until now, was actually Knightley all along. That's proof enough. Tomorrow I shall interrogate him. I get him to confess to Dogen's henchman. Blah, 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 blah. No idea. Maybe not. A bug, that wouldn't be it. That's... I wouldn't have it. Something that proves there were 2 presidents. Thanks so much for helping me with my plan. I'm glad we get each other. It's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Please get revenge from 12 years ago. Well, again, part of me saw... Like... I know that can't just be like, I totally saw it, trust me on this one, that's the evidence, but... President never passed through. President was never seen coming down. I don't know! What the hell? I don't have any. Do I have evidence that proves there were 2 presidents? I can check the flowers? So I can. Well, they sure are flowers. I don't know what they were expecting me to see here. Don't know what I was expecting to see, if I'm perfectly honest. Gave the president... Yeah. There's no way that would be it. Ah, well... No, that can't be right. Well, if I'm saying he was killed and that's his blood, then how did this picture get taken? Cameron's testimony. President Hong is here of all places once more. Looks like he's being kidnapped. Maybe the tape, I guess. Don't have a lot to go on here. I can check these just for the hell of it. Dover, Jeff, Isaac, blah, blah, blah. Marks, no clues the whereabouts of Dover's son or Gustavia's son who until the other day when the incident was risen by Mr. Master. Oh god, is one of their kids going to turn out to be someone important here? No clues on the whereabouts of Dover's son or Gustavia's son. Nothing's leaping to mind, so fuck it. Can't think of anything there. I forgot they had missing children. Well, I've got room to work with, so what is possible? The photo is possible, the tape is possible. Let's try them both. Start with the photo, I guess. Nope. Look at this evidence. That's not it. Fuck it, I'm going to the walkthrough. But yeah, the reason I brought up the body double, fake president, dead hitman thing was because I don't know... It's a little unclear if 47 actually kills the real president or a body double, but he's led to believe he kills the real president, and they claim that, no, that was just, he only grazed him and hit mostly cartilage, and hey, the president's recovering. But it's theorized the guy recovering could be a body double. I think in the plot he wasn't... He killed a body double, and then they were like, No, just ate cartilage, and then they used that assassination attempt to, like, garner sympathy or something like that. It's been a while since I've seen it. Maybe... Actually, it's been about a year since I've seen it. So... Still, I think it's a perfectly fine film. You should check it out if you like the Hitman series. Try the tape. Nope. I don't get it. It could be Lada's testimony, I guess. Well, President never came down. It's possible, I guess, if she saw someone who wasn't the president. If he, like, dropped the whole super buff thing. It's possible, I suppose. I suppose I can try it. I really don't like giving up and consulting the walkthrough because I feel like there's something I'm missing, particularly after that letter bullshit. I feel like that there's something obvious that I'm missing. Because upon reflection, yeah, I was misinterpreting the letter. I was giving it more credit than it was worth when they weren't really asking about that. I don't think I was entirely wrong going on my train of logic. I don't think I just, you know, was like, to her, the letter should work. But I was clearly overthinking the letter situation. That's on me. And what they did want made much more sense. And I don't want to see any more comments about that fucking letter, by the way. I'm sick of reading those. So that's me saying I was wrong about the letter. I completely overthought it and misinterpreted it. I don't think I was a complete moron for doing that, but I do admit I was wrong. If I see comments about that letter, you will be dutifully ignored and probably deleted, and I hate doing that. So don't comment about the fucking letter. I'm sick of seeing that shit. I was wrong. Move on. Don't bother reiterating that point. But yeah, regarding two presidents, I'm really not seeing anything here that would highlight two presidents. Like, maybe the testimony. That's really... Practice video. Oh, wait. Wasn't there... Well... It's weird how, like, if you look at the shadow of the monster underneath it, and the... I'm guessing it's a letter A on the bag there, those change ever so slightly between the two photos. That's kind of weird. But yeah, isn't he supposed to be, like, in the shadows back there? Anyway. Two presidents. Maybe? Never saw him. Why would that... Maybe the doll, I don't know. It would be nice if I could, like, check... If there was, like, a video of a guy from behind who looks like it could have been the president, but is just super fat. That would be something I could work with. Cause of death resulting in tremendous pressure, pollen, gunpowder residue found on the right hand. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That hasn't really been addressed, has it? This is irksome. You have evidence that proves there were two presidents. I don't, is the thing. But I wasn't given an option. It was just like, hey, fucking prove it. Bludgeon, no. President kidnapped, kidnapper, blah blah blah. Embassy at midnight. President had an appointment at midnight in the courtyard. Jack Cameron was a witness. His body seemed to have been moved. Fake photo. Sure, why not? Maybe. Oh, fuck me. Wait, hold on. Why did that work? Because I'm gonna get yelled at if I just get brute forced that purely by luck. You've seen this recording. I didn't open up a walkthrough or any bullshit like that. I've been clicking the whole time. 12 years ago, President was kidnapped and a witness was killed. President kidnapped 12 years ago, February 10. Kidnapper, blah blah blah. Confirmed on the evening of the incident, President until midnight. President had an appointment at midnight. Right. Well, that would be it then, yes. Righto, probably should have checked that a bit sooner. Alright, that one's on me. But hey, we got there in the end. Has Agent Lang not noticed this contradiction? Or has he noticed it but can't admit it? What is it, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't shout something out to suddenly clam up. According to the recording on the door, the President visited the orphanage at midnight. However, that should not have been possible.
Huh? Why is that?
That was not right at all. Why? Because at the time, the President should have been in the embassy. He was together with Agent Lang's father. So, Agent Lang, you really did notice. Way to conceal it. Come on, dude. He was in two places at the same time, ergo there must have been two presidents. Oh! Alright, one more episode. Thanks so much for watching up. Until then, talk to you later, shooting our shares, and see you around Ask Clowns.